2. Think your cat feels loved by you? Most owners would say yes, but here's the thing. There are simple things your cat is quietly hoping you'll do that most owners never think of. And when you miss them, your cat notices. Let's start with the one almost everyone gets wrong. 1. Blinking back when they blink at you. Have you ever noticed your cat staring at you from across the room and then slowly closing their eyes? That's not random, and it's definitely not them being tired. That slow blink is one of the most intentional things your cat will ever do. Researchers call it the cat kiss. Their way of saying, I trust you. I feel safe with you. Thing. In the wild, closing your eyes in front of another animal is a vulnerability. It means you don't see them as a threat. So, when your cat does this, they're offering you something real. But here's where most owners unknowingly mess up. They see it, smile, maybe say "aw," and then look away. Or worse, they stare back with wide eyes, which in cat language can actually feel like a challenge. What your cat is waiting for is a slow blink back, the same rhythm, the same soft gaze. When you return it, you're speaking their language. And studies from the University of Sussex confirmed this. Cats are significantly more likely to approach a person who slow blinks at them than one who just stares. It takes 2 seconds, but it tells your cat everything they needed to hear. And if you think that's powerful, wait until we get to number 7. There's something you can do that taps into your cat's earliest memories and rewires how they feel about being loved. Most owners have never even heard of it. 2. Letting them actually catch the toy. How do you usually end playtime with your cat? Fear. You feel like most people. You wiggle the toy until they lose interest, then toss it aside and move on with your day. Seems harmless, right? But to your cat, that's not how the game was supposed to end. Cats are hardwired hunters. Every time they chase a feather, pounce on a string, or stalk that little red dot, their brain is running a full hunting sequence. Stalk, chase, pounce, catch, kill, eat, rest. That's the cycle nature programmed into them. The problem is, most owners only give them the first 3. The chase happens, but the catch never comes. And for your cat, that's like watching a movie that cuts off right before the ending. It leaves them frustrated, overstimulated, and weirdly unsatisfied. This is actually one of the reasons some cats act out after play sessions. They're not being crazy. They're stuck in hunting mode with no closure. The fix is simple. Let them win. Let them catch the toy, kill it with those back leg kicks, and sit with their victory for a moment. Then, follow it up with a small treat to simulate the eat phase. That completes the cycle, and you'll notice something shift in your cat. They become calmer, more satisfied, and honestly, more bonded to you because you finally played the game the way they needed. And hey, before we jump into the next one, hit that like button and subscribe so we can share this with more cat lovers who actually want to get it right. 3. Giving them a spot above your head. Where does your cat like to sit when they're in the same room as you? On the couch next to you? On the floor by your feet? Ever wondered why your cat acts like the king or queen of the castle, always finding the highest spot in the house? Or why they give you that slow, deliberate blink? It's not just random cat stuff. It's a secret language they're using to talk to you and navigate their world. Let's decode some of their most fascinating behaviors. First up, the obsession with height. You'll find them on top of bookshelves, refrigerators, or that wardrobe you can barely reach. This isn't just about getting a better view. In the wild, height means safety. From a high perch, a cat can spot potential threats and prey from a distance. It's an instinctual safe zone. So when your cat climbs up high, they're tapping into their inner wildcat, creating a secure lookout point where they can relax and observe their kingdom, which is, your living room. It's also about status. The highest cat is often the top cat. Now, let's talk about their silent communication. Cats are masters of body language. That slow blink I mentioned. It's often called a cat kiss. When a cat slow blinks at you, they're showing that they trust you and feel comfortable. It's a sign of affection and contentment. You can even try slow blinking back at them to show you feel the same way. What about their tail? A tail held high with a slight curve at the tip is a sign of a happy, confident cat. A twitching tail can mean they're excited or a little agitated. And a puffy, bottle brush tail. That's a clear sign they're scared or feeling threatened. Paying attention to these subtle cues can totally change your relationship with your furry friend, helping you understand their needs and feelings without a single meow. So next time your cat is perched on the curtain rod or gives you a slow blink from across the room, you'll know exactly what they're thinking. Holiday. Understanding these behaviors makes living with these amazing creatures even more rewarding. Thanks for watching. If you love learning about cats, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the feline world. See you next time. When you sit near your cat and just read a book, scroll your phone, or work on your laptop without reaching for them, you're telling them something powerful. You're saying, I don't need anything from you. I just like being here with you. And that's the kind of love a lot of cats never get. Everyone wants to pet them, hold them, get something from them. But almost nobody just sits with them. Try it. 2. You might notice them inch closer over time. That's trust building in real time. 5. Using a voice you would never use in public. Have you ever caught yourself talking to your cat in a voice you would be embarrassed for anyone else to hear? That high-pitched, slightly ridiculous, overly affectionate tone that comes out of nowhere. Good news, you're not losing your mind. 2. You're actually doing something your cat is scientifically proven to respond to. Researchers in France conducted a study in 2022 where they played recordings of owners speaking in 2 different ways. One was their normal, everyday voice. The other was the softer, higher-pitched tone people naturally slip into when talking to their cats. The results were clear. Cats showed almost no reaction to the normal voice. But when they heard the cat voice, they perked up, turned toward the sound, and showed signs of recognition and engagement. Here's what makes this interesting. It only worked when the voice belonged to their owner. When strangers used the same high-pitched tone, the cats didn't care. So, it's not just the sound. It's the combination of you and that specific way of speaking that clicks something in their brain. This means your cat isn't just tolerating your silly voice. They're waiting for it. It signals warmth, safety, connection. And when you don't use it, when you only speak to them in flat, distracted tones, they notice the difference. 6. Leaving your worn clothes out for them. 2. Have you ever noticed your cat lying on your clothes? Not the clean ones fresh out of the drawer, the ones you just took off, the hoodie on the chair, the shirt on the bed, the jacket you tossed on the couch. Most people see this and think their cat is just being a little weirdo, but they're not. They're doing something deeply intentional. Cats experience the world through scent in ways we can barely comprehend. Their sense of smell is about 14 times stronger than ours. And your scent specifically is one of the most comforting things in their environment. It tells them you're nearby. It tells them they're home. It tells them they belong to someone. Weds. When your cat curls up on your worn clothes, they're wrapping themselves in you. It's not random. It's a bonding behavior. So, here's what most owners never think to do. Instead of tossing your worn shirt in the laundry right away, leave it somewhere your cat likes to rest. Their favorite chair, their bed, near the window where they nap. Giving them access to your presence, even when you're not there. This is especially powerful if you work long hours or travel. A piece of clothing that smells like you can reduce stress and anxiety for cats who struggle with separation. It's not a replacement for you, but it's the next best thing. 7. Simulating grooming with a wet toothbrush. Suds. What if there was a way to make your cat feel something they haven't felt since they were a kitten? Something that reaches into their earliest memories and unlocks a sense of safety most adult cats never experience again. This is the one we've been building to, and almost nobody does it. All you need is a clean, soft, bristled toothbrush and a little room temperature water. It might sound strange at first, but what you're about to do taps into something ancient for your cat. When you gently brush your cat's forehead with a damp toothbrush, you're mimicking the sensation of a mother cat grooming her kittens. The shape of the bristles, the rhythm of the strokes, the slight dampness on their fiddle sends a powerful message straight to your cat's nervous system. You're safe. You're loved. You're home. This isn't just grooming. It's emotional time travel. Start with slow, gentle strokes along their forehead, cheeks, and behind the ears. These are the exact spots a mother cat would focus on. Watch their reaction closely. If they start purring, closing their eyes, or leaning into the brush, you've unlocked something deeply instinctive. For some cats, especially rescues or those who had a rough start in life, this can actually rewire how they feel about physical touch. It rebuilds trust from the ground up. It takes 5 minutes. It costs nothing. A Noor cat will never forget how it made them feel. Say, give it a try and let us know how it goes in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips.